The Bulls are back. 52 points to 17. The Bulls get the win away from home at Ellis Park. The Bulls just absolutely ran the Lions off the park. And I mean, things have seemed to really finally click for the Bulls. Like after the last few weeks, they had some nice wins, got some tough close wins away from home. It feels like they've really found their style of play alongside Johan Ackermann. I saw a comment that one of the commentators made, especially the last few weeks before this, they were really trying to swing everything out wide and force things on the edge and force their playmakers to try to do something. But today, it almost worked so well as a collective. They just got a lot of breakthroughs through the middle, and they found most of their success just straight through the middle of the lines. I mean, this Bulls team is huge. They are powerful. They're skillful. They are best when just going straight at you and finding little gaps and working off of that. I thought the forward pack for the Bulls today was phenomenal. Not even just at scrum time, but just normal open play. Really getting that clean front foot ball for Embrose Papi to play off. And as you can see, if Embrose Papir gets some forward ball and some quick ball, he is so good around the fringes. And I thought he had a really good game controlling it for the Bulls today. And I thought it was perfect that they got to play him 80 minutes. He really got to show what he can do. And he is just one of the best scrum halves right now in South African rugby. And I really hope, maybe not this year, next year, or hopefully the year after, he can just get a bit of a chance to play for the Springboks, because he is a phenomenal player. He's got so much speed. His kicking game's gotten so much better. And I think, can you just imagine now a guy like Ambrose Papir and Grant Williams in the same team? Can you just imagine now, any blind break, those guys are there and they're a massive threat. You don't just have the threat of Grant Williams, then you have Ambrose Papir as well when he comes onto the field. That's just me personally. I think Ambrose Papir deserves a call up. But yeah, I mean, there were some massive performances all over the park. Jean-Andre Rudolph again had a great game. Jan-Hendrik Wessels was good. A big shout out goes to the centre pair from the Bulls, Harold Forster and Stedman Gans. I thought Stedman Gans was really solid today with his opportunity that he got given. I've been saying in the last few weeks that I really want to see Stedman Gans back in the team. He's a guy, every time he plays for the Bulls, I feel like the Bulls play better rugby. He's always doing something good. And one thing you can always count on, especially with those Blitzbox players, those ex-Blitzbox players, they are going to be so sound and so secure at ruck time. He can come in, he can clean as if he's a forward, he can seal over the ball like a forward. Those Blitzbox guys, those guys that played sevens, have such good fundamentals all over the park when it comes to stealing, ruck time, tackling, work rate. They're so good at that. So it's really good to have a guy like that in the team who can do that in the 15s level. But I think Harold Foster today was probably my man of the match. He was so good today. And I think a lot of people are going to say, oh, why doesn't he play like this all the time? But the thing is, he probably does play this way all the time. It's just, it always depends who you play against, their defensive schemes. Or do you get the ball in space? Do you get a bit of a better timed pass from someone? So I've honestly been noticing that Harold Foster's been playing well recently. He has. He's been putting himself in good positions. But today, things just worked out really well for him. He got the ball in much better positions, open space. I think the forwards getting the front football. Ambrose Papir giving him some good line breaks there. Andre Pollard getting the ball on the front foot really helped a guy like him, and I think he was phenomenal today. I also think Ambrose Papir and Andre Pollard today were a very good combination. Andre Pollard today looked like he wanted to play for the Bulls, so that was really positive to see. And I also have to give a shout out to Stravino Jacobs, a guy that's been criticised a bit in the last few weeks, but he's one of those young, really good players in South Africa, and I think a lot of people need to give him some credit. He's a big, physical, fast ball carrier, and he was a lot better under the high ball today, and I thought he had a great game. Curtly Orange as well, except for the yellow card, he was still played the game we know he can play, and he's a really good player. So, I mean, a lot of credit goes to a lot of those individual performances for the Bulls. I thought they were really good. And also another shout out to Impilo Gumede. He's come on again. He didn't play for like months before this, the last few weeks. Now he's come on the last few weeks and really shown that he should be in the squad full time. So I'm really happy for a guy like him. But yeah, I mean, all credit has to go to the Lions. They beat the Sharks at home. They came close to the Stormers. They're going to have a lot to work on after this game. They're going to have a lot to work on. But you have to give them credit for how they've been playing against the South African teams. But something's got to change there. They had some good performances. I mean, Bato Lekani played well. The Mone van den Berg played all right. And some other guys tried to do some good stuff, but the Bulls just completely ran them off the park and dominated them all over the field. But I think also the Lions just fell off tackles. They were beaten in basically every way. They had opportunities early on in the game. And once they didn't capitalize on those opportunities, especially those loose play where the Lions really capitalize usually in that open play, loose play, turnover situations, once they didn't capitalize on those situations, I kind of knew it was game over, because the Bulls, once they got the momentum going, they just weren't going to be stopped. I mean, this Bulls team today played such good rugby, and they played rugby to their strengths. They didn't try force a game plan that goes against the strengths of their players. They played to their strengths. They've got backline guys that can run all over the park, and they've also got really mobile forwards. Remember, Bulls teams, everybody thinks a Bulls team is just going to go there and physically dominate you. And they will. That's their game plan. They're going to try to do that. But they have really good athletes that when they make those line breaks can just keep going. Like a Jan Hendrik Wessels, Johan Grobler. Those guys can just keep running. They can play as if they're back with their hands as well. Jacobus Visser, Elrich Lowe, Jandre Rudolph. Those guys are really good at open play rugby. So it was really good to see guys like those types of guys get some breaks and be able to play quick pick and goes, play some good rugby, and it really play to their strengths. I think Bulls fans can hopefully be a bit more confident now about Johan Ackermann. It doesn't take one day, one game, 1 week to get your team playing this way. It's a build-up of things, and this Bulls team also is starting to play for each other and starting to see the bigger picture. I mean, that's 3 wins in a row now, and once a team starts winning, it's very difficult for them to stop. And I think the Bulls have a brand of rugby now where they can actually be good deep into the competition if they make the playoffs. They have that style that it's tough to beat a team when they play like this, 100%. And I think the same goes for the Sharks right now. They know how to win games. They found their style finally under the new coach, JP Peterson. Before that, it looked like they were trying to play every single style that you can come up with to play rugby, but it just wasn't working out for them. But now they've found their style, kick people into the corners, get the high balls up, try play through them and then around them. But the Bulls, they're so good at playing through teams, and they have such good ball carriers and skillful players all over. So it's really good to see those guys click, because I think if the Bulls have a good team as well, it's good for South African rugby. I mean, you don't want to see any South African team struggling. That's why you also have to just give credit to the Lions. They've been good against the South African teams. They've been a bit more poor this year than I thought they would be. But guys like Batuhle Lekani really put their hands up today and showed he's all about senior rugby. So yeah, Bulls 52, Lions 17. Bulls will be really happy with this performance. Lions fans will be very disappointed, but they still have the Sharks coming up, another South African derby. They've still got a long season ahead. They're not at the bottom of the log. They can still make the playoffs, and I think it's a long way to go. They just need to find their feet, get some consistent game time to some players, and really find their style of play that works for them. But yeah, guys, if you do enjoy these types of videos, these reaction videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. We're trying to get to 1,000 as quick as possible. So guys, if you do enjoy the content and want to see more international rugby as well, just please subscribe and like as well. So we'll see you in the next video, guys. Cheers.